Hello everyone, welcome to the itvideos.com, and in this video we are going to dig a little deeper into the controllers in the MVC framework. So here we are. I have this home controller which we created in the last session with one method, the index, and all this does is it returns the string hello world from MVC. So let's say we want to create another method under the home controller. So now if I were to just run this, I'll show you what it means. In this controller we have the home, which is the default, and the default method is the index. That means if I don't explicitly specify the home and index, it will definitely indeed return the string hello world from MVC. So let's go ahead and do that. If I were to just click on start, and in a moment it will come back with the string. So it says hello world from MVC. As you can see here, if I go back, as you can see here, we have the default controller home, and here we haven't specified that, and we have the default method index, which we haven't specified. So if I were to go ahead and specify that, if I were to say home, which is the default controller, I hit enter, it will display that. If I were to keep that home and do / and say index, which is the default method, it will display that. That means this is how we have the controller name and then the method name to invoke that. Since these are all the default values for MVC, the home is the default controller that it looks for, and index being the default method. So if you were to completely remove all this, it will definitely return that. So if I'm going to just keep that thing there, and let's say copy this one here, and let's say we're going to create one more action method. Let's say get address, and let's have this return an address. That's a nice, lovely, yummy straight, wonderful chocolate straight. So I'm going to just build the solution build succeeded. Now I'm going to run this, start without debugging. It will go and just simply return the default one. Now I want to have my MVC return this. So what I would need to do is specify the home controller and then specify the method name. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to just say home / get address. What do you think will happen now? There you go, because now it is pointing to the home controller and the get address method, which is right here. So this is how we specify the controller name and then the methods inside it. So if I were to now create one more controller here, let's create a controller name here. Let's say store. Okay, and let's go ahead and add that. So now we have got two controllers, one with the name home and the other one with the name store. And this has one store controller has one default method, which is called the index. It doesn't, so I've got C# installed here, and it is giving me an error saying, well, there is no view specified, but we want to just have this method return a string. So I'm going to say return from store, and the reason we are getting this is because it should return a string. So let's change the return type to string, index from store, and let's create one more. Let's say shop. All right, now if I were to build this and go back to my solution and change the controller name to store, and the method name, even if I don't specify the method name and just hit enter, the default method would be the index, so it will automatically pick that. If I hit enter, it says index from store. Now for me to get to the shop one, I would need to explicitly specify the shop method. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to say shop, it should return shop from store. Now at this point this is invoking this one. So to sum up, we have created a store, and inside the store we have created a controller actually, and inside the controller we created a couple of methods, and we learn how to call or trigger or invoke the methods inside the controller. So in my next video I'm going to actually create a view that would be the folder here. So we are going to create a view, and we are going to have the index method talk to the actual view inside the MVC framework. So that's all from my end. I'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching, and leave your comments down below. Thank you.